Wiping your raid group is never fun for anyone, and in this video, I'm helping you avoid it on Soulrender Dormazain, the boss who's been keeping Garrosh very angry and very chained. This encounter has some pretty cool stuff going on, and at the end of the video, I'll show you some tools that'll keep the memory of the tactics fresh even during combat. This is a guide for LFR and Normal Difficulty, so keep that in mind if you're going further than that, as you may need some additional info. My name is Ivona from momsden.com, and if this is the first time you're around here, subbing now is a good idea. I make simple guides for raids, classes, and collectibles, and I also live stream on this channel quite a bit. If you enjoy getting easy in-game wins and a wholesome MMO community, you'll love it here. Your main goal in this fight is to stop Dormazain from torturing Garrosh. Don't know what's up with suddenly liking all our previous villains enough to care about their afterlife troubles, but that's what we're doing. One of the most important things to pay attention to are the ads called Mawsworn Agonizers. They spawn in the back of the room, but will start creeping up to Garrosh, and it's your job to absolutely not let that happen, as things will get rough. They'll try to cast Agonizing Nova, and I say try because I know you'll interrupt them and never let it happen because you don't like getting slowed and on very low HP. Another ability is the Brand of Torment, marking several players with it. This one's interesting as it deals damage to the nearby friends, but also causes the ads near you to take increased damage. If you have it, it's not such a bad idea to stand next to the ads so they actually get caught in the brand, as that will help your group a lot. Also pay attention to Torment, which is basically your encounter room getting almost fully filled with red goo. All but one uncorrupted pizza slice you should be aiming to stand in whenever it pops up. The goo doesn't just magically appear, as it starts from the very back of the room and progresses towards Garrosh. If you tilt your camera to look behind you, you'll have no trouble figuring out where to stand, and if you get confused, follow the biggest crowd of people, as they're either right or everyone is horribly wrong, and that is just not something you'll get blamed for if it gets you wiped. Dormazain's next ability is the Encore of Torment, which has the same rules as the, just Torment. It's a bit easier though, as now you've got the individual red pizza slices popping up that you just need to avoid. Then we've got the Warmonger Shackles, making this raid ever slightly more kinky than it already is. From time to time the boss will chain Garrosh and you need to get him out of his chains before he hell screams. The way to do that is by clicking on the shackle and then running away from Garrosh in order to snap it. If you're in LFR, pay additional attention to group coordination, as the chains must not be snapped all at the same time, since every time one breaks, it deals raid-wide damage. If you're on voice with your group, simply call when you're about to snap it, listen to others when they do it, give healers some time to cope, and all shall be well. Snapping one shackle at a time is generally the way to go, so be careful. There's also the tank mechanic called Runeblade, smashing them for a lot and giving them a debuff that makes them take even more damage. Swap after each cast, use defensive cooldowns when they happen, and that's all you should know. And last but not least, there's the River of Souls that appears around Garrosh. If you stand in it, you'll get some shadow damage and you'll hit and get healed 100% less efficiently, and that's something you don't want, so pay attention to it, especially if you're melee. That's pretty much all there is to this combat. If you're feeling lost during the fight, you can look at the notes, and the most convenient way to do that is by having a ready-made spreadsheet on your second screen or another device that'll remind you of all the abilities. If you're a channel member here on YouTube or a supporter on Patreon, you can download these assets for Sanctum of Domination bosses. If you haven't joined as a member yet, consider supporting my channel for continuous updates and resources while keeping my content going. Big thanks to everyone supporting my work and helping me do this as a full-time content creator. You are the reason why the next Sanctum guide is coming soon, along with all the other channel content. Good luck in the raid, and bye-bye.